as it is for the women. So we just drafted the torso pant foundation, and now we're going to adjust it to create a slimmer fitting slack / denim fitting pants. So you can, create, jeans and more fitting styles if you have, fabric with some elastane woven into it. So the slack foundation fits closer to the body and cups the bum more because of the reduced crotch extensions. So I'm going to go through how to turn our trouser pant into a slack. So I have my trace off of my front trouser sloper, and there's just a few adjustments that I'm going to make. So the red is my adjustments. So I'm going to measure in along the waistline 3/8 of an inch from the side seam and then blend that back into the hip. And on the center front, I'm going to measure in and up 1/4 of an inch. So I need to also blend in that new waistline that's a bit raised and a little bit tapered in at center front and blend that into the existing crotch line of the front. And then you're also going to eliminate the dart closest to the side seam, similar to, what we did for the men's foundation. So there's only one dart now. And then you're going to take that center front, grain line, that center pant, grain line, and on either side of the knee, you're going to measure 4.5 inches on either side and make marks. And then for the ankle, you're going to measure 3.5 inches on either side of the grain line and make those marks. So these are our new inseam and outseam reference points. So for the inseam, we're going to take and blend that into the crotch, and we're going to blend that and taper that into this mark and then taper that further into the ankle. And then along the front crotch line, we're going to measure 1/4 of an inch in. And then we're going to blend that in and then also taper into our knee and ankle lines as well. So we're just tapering in the leg. And on the back, at the back crotch point, we're going to measure in 3/4 of an inch and measure up 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to as well measure in 1/4 of an inch along this crotch line as well at the side seam. And just like we did for the front, we're going to measure in 3/8 of an inch along the waistline at the side seam, and at the center back, we're going to measure in and up 1/2 of an inch instead of 1/4 of an inch like we did on the front. So we're going to blend that into our waistline, and we're going to eliminate the dart that's closest to the side seam. So we only have one dart now, and we're going to blend that as well into the back crotch as well. What we're going to also do is take our grain line and we're going to shift it actually towards the side seam 3/8 of an inch. So just use your clear gridded ruler and measure a line perfectly parallel to the first grain line, and we're just going to move it over 3/8 of an inch. And then we're going to use our new grain line to determine our new knee and ankle width. So we're going to measure on either side of our new grain line 5 inches for the knee line and then 4 inches for the ankle line. And then connect those again. So we're going to connect our inner 1/4 of an inch along the crotch line into the knee line, into the ankle line, etc. And then the same for the back, using that new in and up crotch point for the back as well. And so now those are all the alterations we need to do for the slack. And now we need to go ahead and, add our seam allowance and our other details to actually make this in muslin for our fitting. So what